Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Stationeers on Europa, episode 11, which originally streamed live on Twitch. Alright. I am going to expand the platform a little bit so that the ore that I mine out doesn't sort of disappear. Guess I really didn't need this piece here, but that's fine. It's not going to kill me. And then we'll fire the bad boy up. Long time coming. Ogre away! So this thing is going to mine out a perfect hexagonal tunnel towards the mountain that's back there. When it fills up with ore, it comes back to the base station, grinds up that ore, and spits it out this chute. It's gonna fill the bottom here with like ore just kind of everywhere. I'm not stacking it or anything like that. I don't really care. So as you can see, it's gone through some silicon. In fact, I can use my goggles to see. It's actually not set up to actually go through very much. It's not set up to go through very much ore at the moment. But that's an ogre. And I'm just going to leave it running. And it mines out a pretty hefty, deep tunnel. So the idea here is to eventually spruce up this this little station here. Once the tunnel's done, I'll remove the ogre and then make this look flush and nice, so it's not so rough in here. Putting in like kit walls and making it pretty. In terms of power draw, let's go check that out now. Because, you know, we want to figure out how much. And Scumdog, thank you for all the gifted subs. It's the first time you've seen the ogre used? Yeah! Now we're drilling.
Power critical.
Alright, so I did ask about the power draw of the ogre, or rather, propose that I should check on what it does. So I'll do that now. So the ogre is 350 watt drill. Not terrible. Not zero, though. That's about the same as like a refrigerator. I'm fortunately generating more power than I'm required to need, but yeah, it draws down from the power grid. Looks like prepare for my possible death is the next thing you all want. Okay, that's actually a quick project to work on, I think. More or less. Respawn. So let's go ahead and prep for death. That sounds very grim. So in order to prepare for a possible death, I am going to want a waste tank, an oxygen tank, a suit, a helmet, a backpack, a uniform, a belt. I probably don't need too much. I just need enough material to like get me to where I died. I probably don't need duplicates of everything, in other words. So in order to do that, we are going to print up a respawn beacon. So what the respawn does is it allows you to control where you respawn. Otherwise, you just respawn randomly. You don't get to pick the spot. So this thing is very straightforward. You can stick it on the ground. You can mount it. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it be right here. and then set my spawn point. So if I die, I'll spawn right here in a pressurized environment where I don't necessarily need a suit. The next thing's to print up a spare helmet, print up a spare suit, and then for the suit, print up a spare battery, filter, waste tank, oxygen tank, and that would be about it. So hard suit is going to be a little bit too expensive. I don't have Stellite or Astrolite, but hard suits are more rugged than the EVA suits that I have on right now, which are a lot more affordable. And then you have hardsuit backpacks, which are larger, but again, materials I don't currently have. And the hardsuit jetpack, which provides more thrust, but again, I don't have the materials. So we're just going to go with the basics. Now, it is possible that where I die requires jetpack, so I'm actually going to have a spare jetpack as well. But I'm not going to bother with a suit dock. That's where I'm going to draw the line. So there is a concept, and here, let me show you. Was that in the here? What is it called? It'd be here. Suit storage. There is a concept of suit storage where you can store your suit in like a storage thing, and then the suit storage has pipes to pipe in oxygen and pipe out carbon dioxide or whatever your waste gas are. But that's a little bit more complicated than the base requirements of just don't die. So I'm just going to go with the super basic, just make sure that if I die, I have a method of respawning rather than safe scumming. So to that end, oh, I didn't mean to put it in there. All I want is a spare... Oh, yeah, I did it again. Why do I keep doing this to myself? Oh, I'm nearly stuck. Well, here's the thing. I'm not going for aesthetics, as I said pretty clearly. It's in my way, I'll break it. Alright, so we're going to want an EVA suit. Spare. You missed seeing the Ogre? I'll check back on the Ogre in a second. A jetpack, which requires lead and steel. So I have lead, but I haven't smelted it. So I'll do that one next. Then it also requires a helmet. And the thing about this suit here, I might as well use it and build myself a spare. Because my suit got damaged from the terrain. So I'm just going to switch suits here and have my backup suit be damaged. Because it's a backup suit, it doesn't really matter. And then my respawn point's here, so I'm going to put the backup suit there. And same thing with the helmet, I'm going to switch helmets.
Pressure critical.
Nope.
Temperature critical.
Open it up. The helmet printed with no air in it. It was a vacuum helmet, so yeah, that's not so good. So helmet, suit. Then for the suit, we need an air tank, waste tank, and filter, and a battery. None of that is made here. So we'll do the battery first, so it can start charging. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see the Ogre from here. No, I can't. Alright, so there's the battery. Waste tank and air tank. Those are pretty straightforward. air, or what is it? Contain canister. So print 2 canisters. I want to check on the Ogre anyway, just because there might be ores in there. So there's my 2 canisters. I'm eventually going to spray paint these canisters and name them. I can name them first, I suppose. So let's drop them to be named. Because I'm going to want to name them canister oxygen and canister... I guess the other canister doesn't get named. What is that? That noise. Oh, I think it's the Ogre dumping materials. I think. I could be wrong. So here's the canister of oxygen. Obviously doesn't have oxygen in it yet. And then the last thing was an air filter, or oxygen filter. I'm also going to do 1 more canister of propellant. So here's the filter. Just going to do a single filter. There's the waste tank. This canister of oxygen, I'll fill up. God, where's the fill port? There it is. Has more oxygen than I do now. I just need to spray paint it white. And then 1 more canister. You were going to kill myself? What do you mean? Oh, it was an oxygen filter. Whoopsie! Thank you. I didn't realize. Yeah, O2 filter obviously is gonna kill me. You're right about that. Carbon dioxide filter. There we go. Alright, so the suit is all set. I can put the suit away. And then this here is for the propellant for the back, which I need smelted lead for. But what it's going to be named is going to be canister nitrogen. So we'll rename it. Actually, I'm going to rename this one, because this is actually a canister of nitrogen. And this is going to be spray painted as well. Green. So let's grab green paint. And white paint, so I can spray paint the 2 cans correctly. And then this other can is going to be my just stick it in to pull nitrogen out. So I need to grab the air tank out of that temporarily. I don't want to spray paint inside the base, because if I do that, I release gases that I don't want. Okay. I do need to smelt some lead. How much lead? I needed 10 lead, so I'm going to need to mine some lead. But before I do that, let me check on my Ogre. Oh, I missed a pet Yoda, didn't I? Hey, buddy. Can it not empty because I don't have a chute here? I thought it would just pop out the back. I don't know what's going on with this thing. Oh, I'm required to have a chute? Okay. It's good to know. Alright, I'll get a chute after I spray paint these things. So here's the oxygen. It's white now. Here's the nitrogen. It's green. I'm actually going to steal the nitrogen tank that I had used, because the one I just made has more nitrogen in it than the one I had in my jetpack already. So this will be for the jetpack eventually. And here's the oxygen for the suit. And put the paints back. Alright, I guess I'm obligated to have some chutes. I'll make, like 5 chutes should be fine.
Temperature low.
Oops.
Temperature critical. Temperature low.
There. So now, hypothetically, we'll just dump my ores here. Alright, let's go find some lead. So I can make the jetpack, and then all that I need for emergency respawning in case of death will have been obtained. Which means, next project. There it is. You choose. Weather station still reading green. Means I'm safe. Now, where's that plum bum? I remember seeing lead close to the base, but I forget where. There's a tiny bit of it here. No, that's gold. AU. H2O. Carbon. There's a little bit of lead down there. That's as good as it's gonna get, I think. Swiggity swooty. Coming for that plum bum? That's why plumbing's called plumbing. I wouldn't need lead if I wasn't an idiot and destroyed my own solder. Alright, that's enough. Man, you guys are really hating on solar. Just because solar is low efficiency doesn't mean it isn't predictable. Solar generates the same exact amount of power every day, whereas wind is pretty variable. I'm happy to add more wind, but if you want to see the setup for solar, I don't mind at all. Whatever. It's up to you. Alright, what temperature does lead need to be smelted at? Probably barely anything at all, right? 127 Celsius? I think I already have that here. Let me check. Oh, I'm at 115. Wah. Fine, whatever. It's obnoxious. Alright, let's do 4. And 2. I think it got too hot. No, it didn't even... Ow, because it's full of so much waste gas, it didn't even ignite. Fine. Sucking all that out. It just wasted some volatiles, oh well. Oh! Interestingly enough, it just ignited on its own. Because I pulled enough of the waste gas out. So, cool. I don't need that or that. Might as well smelt the 3 copper while I'm here. It is a little bit more work to do solar than wind, but if you want to see the project, I'm happy to do it. It is more work, but like it's more predictable. So it's more reliable. Because wind, there is a possibility of like wind just going dormant for a long time, and for me to have to hook up the solid generator all of a sudden, and you know, for survival. Alright, so we're printing jetpack here. Gold, steel. Oh, it's not in there. Didn't they add huge windmills a while back? Yeah, I have 3 of them already over there. I can make more if you want. Here, how about, now that I've mentioned that, how about you just a recount. I know I'm sticking my thumb on the scale, but whatever. If you disagree with me and you want to just see more wind, totally cool with that. So there we go. Now we have a spare suit, helmet, jetpack. And as long as this base is pressurized, when I die, I spawn here, and then I have all of the 3 things I need to get back to my my sad little skull that I leave behind upon death. And then I also have food and water in the base, so that wouldn't be an issue either. Ran out of storage. Okay, cool. Alright, let's take a look. Vote on priority. Is the current. I'm a little worried about that battery running out. I should probably eventually hook that up to a kit battery, so that doesn't die with the whims of power generation. But, you know, what's the worst that could happen? I could get marooned in my own airlock, and, you know, that wouldn't be so good. So here we go. Here's the tunnel. As you can see, it's not perfectly sealed. It does hit some caverns. So it hit, obviously, a cavern here. Oh, it's backing up. To note, do not let it crush you. It will kill you. So, yeah. Uh-oh. I got stuck. So I guess I'll hang out here for a minute while it backs up. So that I can... If it has material, I can collect its... the material it spits out. Provided my battery over there stays charged. I'm really hoping it does. But I can see my wind turbines and they're not spinning very much, so I'm a little worried that it runs out. Hey, Joe. Or... Bunky. Cheers. Alright, what I'm going to do here is, it looks like improve a built system is going to win. So I'm opening up the suggestion box, and I'm going to take the first 5 suggestions of a system I already have in the base. Tell me what to improve. So, suggest a system to improve. Wow, I'm having super hard time typing. Oh god, it's becoming red! I mean, if I get stuck, I just jetpack out like Superman, so... No, it's still not... It's... What the heck is going on? Junction, bin, outlet. I don't know why it's not working. Because Stationeers, probably, but, like, you know. No, it's not the battery. Because it was doing this before when it had plenty of charge. I mean, the battery is going to die, but that's not it. I can tell you that with guaranteed assurance. There's a Ogre bug. Okay, so it's bugs. Cool. I'm going to just raise my finger up like this, and then bring it down. Yep. You don't know what hand signal I just made, because it was off the camera screen. All right, we've got 5 systems to improve. You know, I'll go with a few more. You guys have a few more. So just to prove that it didn't break because battery, I can stick a very charged battery in and show you that it's just the Ogre being ogre-y. So this one has 83% or something like that. What's happening here is this kit battery is calling dibs. So anytime this kit battery is not charged up, it's not sending any power to this APC. The kit battery is taking priority, which means this APC is the red-headed stepchild of the power network, and that's why it keeps browning out. Which could easily be solved by either charging that from the kit battery or putting a different kit battery in so it charges both kit batteries, and it you know, it's better like that. Yep, so yeah, it just not working. Cool. I already have a storm warning system, so I'm going to reject that. I could improve it. No, I mean, I could improve it. Bunky, if you want to resubmit, I could. There are improvements to be made. Not many, but some. Alright, so, I'm going to leave the Ogre room. It's doing its Ogre thing. I have no idea if it's digging any deeper than it already has. I don't know if it's dropping its contents. It's obviously broken because, you know, Stationeers. That's all I have to say about that. All right, let's vote on an improved system. So I'm going to pause that. What system should I improve? Power system and storage, battery storage, vacuum seal, and indoor access to forge, temperature automation, material distribution for workstations, or rig the arc furnace with chutes, or improve storm warning. All right, there you go. Those 7 submitted by you. You pick what I do next. Knuckle, thank you for the sub, by the way. Man, no love for refrigeration. It's fine, I don't care. No... All the gases that are in the base should be in the base, so that's fine. I guess it wouldn't hurt to have additional carbon dioxide filters. What do I need for the medium ones? Constantin, silver. I don't have any smelted silver, so I guess I'm going with basic ones still. I do have Invar, yes. I have all the tier 1 alloys. Give puppies a treat. While I'm waiting on you all to vote, I might as well fix this that I broke. Do I have insulated pipe over here? Nope. I broke because I bumped my head on it and I couldn't gain access to my tool printer. There, it's fixed again. Alright, battery storage. Add battery storage. That one's easy, but I'm going to take it to a different degree. I'm going to do some cool things with it. So first things first, move everything in the electronics printer, because this is mostly an electronics printer project. First thing, the big kit battery, the really big one, I can't afford. I am not able to make the resources for it, which is the kit battery large, because I don't have stellite. So I'm still working on the kit battery regulars, which means gold and copper. And I'm going to get one more of those, doubling the amount of power storage that I have in the base. But that's not all. Just wait, there's more. So this... There you go. Is going to be installed here, kind of exactly how I said I would do it. Providing some more dedicated power for this this area power controller. So I'm going to feed power into the back of this battery. Where's the switch? There it is. And then power comes out and feeds into the APC. So that's first order business, and then I'll work on some extra stuff. I don't know how many heavy cables I'm going to need, but I know I'm going to need some. So the first thing I could do here is to strip out the old cables, the light ones here. Oh, actually, that's being fed by heavy ones. That's good. So this is going to come out and no, and down like that. All right, let's go remove the other heavy cables and route it properly. Now, batteries aren't necessarily charged equally, so As long as I'm producing excess power, both of the station batteries should top up at some point. But when you have multiple batteries, they just sort of charge at random. I don't even know if there's a rhyme or reason to it. It's unpredictable. So all that really matters is that you're producing more power than you're consuming, and they eventually will top up. But if you... anyone that has ever played Stationeers that adds like a whole bunch of giant batteries to your grid probably knows that that batteries charge at kind of random. Just the way it is. Alright, so this is easy. Done. Now I have 2 big batteries, and I guess that one is not currently charging. Alright, the next part of this project is out of convenience. I'm going to use the Omni charger, so that I don't have to switch batteries around anymore, which is a pain. If I can afford the Omni charger, I haven't checked on that. Let's make sure that that's true. So there's wireless batteries, which use gold, copper, steel. I can afford that. And then there's the Omni transmitter. Oh yeah, I can. All right, so let's make an Omni transmitter. Oh, this is going to be so nice. So nice. Yeah, I'm not really producing power right now. Did I turn this off? No, the cable, it's the same cable network, 11 devices. I think, oh yeah, it's just shunting all the power into this into this cell here, which is why it's not itself charging. That's totally normal. So what this thing does, maybe the Stationpedia will let me down again, but maybe it'll actually tell me. The Omni power transmitter. Okay, it's not going to tell me. I will look it up. Okay, so the wireless power transmitter... No, that's the wrong wiki. Okay, so the way this works, is supposed to work, is that it transmits power wirelessly, I think 15 meters, and it charges wireless batteries. Wireless batteries don't have the same capacity as non-wireless batteries, but the advantage is that you don't have to move your batteries around. Yeah, here we go. Now you can see it powering up. So I'm going to draw off of this kit battery a wireless charger for my batteries. So I'll demonstrate how this works in just a second. So let's print up one of these battery wireless cell big. Clearly they haven't been properly named, but who cares? I will stick them in my glasses. And then if I flick this on, you'll see that the battery charge in my glasses is going up. 4%, 5%. As I stand near this wireless charger, all the things that the charging around me will get charged. So as you can see, the wireless power transmitter is drawing 310 watts right now, powering up my glasses. It will eventually make these little batteries obsolete. So let's make them obsolete and replace all of my electrical tools with wireless chargers so that I can charge my tools automatically. I think the range is here. Any further and it stops charging. Nope, that might not be true, because this thing is charging right now, too. I'm literally printing batteries and they're charging up. Nice. In the APCs, I can keep the regular large ones because they have a greater capacity, a greater total capacity. But for all of my tools and all that jazz, I can do it wirelessly. And if we check here, it does draw power per device or per battery that's charging. So it is very power hungry initially, and I am officially out of copper. So we have 5 batteries so far. If the APCs have wireless batteries, can it balance it between the grids? Yeah, if you have 2 wireless chargers, it would just keep sending it back and forth. It would actually probably just waste power, to be honest. I'd imagine it's not a very good idea, because it costs power to do it. But some of the advantages is, like, I can stick it in this air scrubber, and then I don't have to constantly worry about the air scrubber running down on power. But for that air scrubber, because I don't use it super frequently, I can, I'll reserve it. The other thing is I think it will charge traditionally as well. So to top up these quickly, I can stick them into the APCs, and they'll top fast. But then once they're topped up, it's just going to be such a convenient quality of life thing to not have to constantly do that. How many batteries do I need in my current gear? So I have my angle grinder. Let's actually pull the batteries out. Angle grinder, drill, arc welder, and the arc welder has a large battery, so that's going to be nice to have a spare large. In fact, I can top the spare large up and then stick it in the scrubber. That's a good place to have a large battery. And drill. And then I've got the glasses, but that already has one, and then the miner, and then the tablet. Those would be the devices that I would want the wireless power in. So there's the sensor lenses. This one needs charging. I need more copper. That's what I need. So the drill and the tablet are the only ones left right now. So I just need one more wireless battery. 2 if you count this thing. And it sounds like my Ogre's broken again. There. So all the small batteries are now charged and put away. I don't really use this ore scanner, but I might as well top up that battery. I don't really use the labeler enough to care about the labeler. But eventually you could have every tool have wireless batteries. It's definitely a luxury. And it's one of those luxuries that that this thing does draw power. Even when it's on, it's 10 watts is not so bad, but it's not a... when it's charging, it draws a lot of power, so it's something that you should be mindful of. I'm coming down here briefly so that A, I can mine, and And B, I can turn off the Ogre, which is just freaking out right now. So I think the only one I didn't do is my tablet. I wanted to see how, I'll get copper in a second, but I wanted to see how far this goes. It gives you a scope of the depth. And I'm obviously going to be inside the mountain. So the best way to figure out exactly where I am inside the mountain is to use sensor glasses as a point of reference for, like, what is in the side of the mountain, but is... Yeah. Yoga really goes. So the Ogre probably got a little bit of iron, because there was a little bit of iron here. It just, because it's broken, and this is the depth. So I would say it's this spindle of gold, and then what I want to do is if I want to get to the mountain, is set up an elevator to eventually bring me to some sort of like penthouse loft. That's the end goal of the series, is to set myself up with like a little resort of sorts. So what's cool is as I approach the base here, you can see my sensor lenses. It's right now at 97%. You'll see that start to charge as I get closer. And that way I don't have to remember to swap batteries anymore. Does mean that I'm going to need a new project though. So, because I'll be done in just a second. So let's go get that copper. See, the sensor lenses are now 98. And 99. 100. It just topped up. Now, the wireless batteries don't, again, like I said, they don't have the same capacity as the large ones or the nuclear ones. They pale in comparison to the nuclear ones. The nuclear ones have them beat by a mile. But they charge wirelessly, which you trade convenience for total capacity. Trade I'm happy to make. So at the very end here, do you want to see what do you want to see? Do you want to see some wind generation, solar generation, food processing, refrigeration, spending the farm? I already expanded the farm a little bit for the ferns that I had to make. That was a requirement, not a nicety. My lungs blew out of my chest, just about. Hey, Comatose Canine. Did you name yourself out of this guy? My Comatose Canine? Because he doesn't... Oh, there he goes. He moves. I've had people ask if he was a, if he was like a plushie or something before. Because he often isn't moving at all. This is my little Yoda here. And Stone Manoric, thank you for the resub as well. Subbed a whole 10 months. Dude, that's awesome. So yeah, the Ogre makes holes, but apparently it doesn't actually produce you any ore at the moment. This kit battery's slowly filling up. So one other thing that I wanted to do before smelting this copper is to figure out what exactly is in the middle of this mountain, so I could figure out where to start making elevator up if that's a project that I work on. You can see some of the mining holes previously. So the Ogre tunnel goes below me here. And I'm just trying to figure out when do I dig upwards.
Tower low.
Poor dude was looking for a treat? Yeah, here, let me give him one free. There you go, buddy. It's kind of the only time I ever wake him up. So I would say the top of the mountain is around the coal node. So that's an indicator of when to dig upwards. to make some sort of penthouse loft. The coal's beneath me. Got it. That's actually not that far in. It's not exactly straight, so I'll have to turn it around a little bit and have it deviate from the tunnel that I've already dug, but it's good enough. Cashed in it a little bit ago. I gave him a treat then, though, I think. Do some smelting. And reverse my airlock, because I jetpacked up through the tunnel there. Oh, you were letting Mildew know it couldn't be redeemed. Yeah, because it has a cooldown. So this is for the last battery, and then it looks like I'm going to be adding solar. That's enough. It's actually kind of helpful when it's not vacuum sealed, because then it heats itself. Although, what? Oh, there it goes. Okay. I clearly didn't check for storms. I'm gonna risk it. Got it! Ha-ha! And inside. So I'm glad I didn't make solar right this moment, because my solar panels would be destroyed. Alright, now that I'm making tons and tons of... Actually, it's kind of hot in the base right now, so I'm not going to do that. In fact, I could maybe cool off the base this way? If that... maybe not. Oh boy, that filled up fast. Look at that. Look at that. It's full already. Yeah, the amount of power that my power grid generates when the wind is like this is stupid absurd. All right, so one more wireless power cell for the tablet, and then we're all set. Oh, I also probably want for my own suit, right? I'm definitely going to want one for my own suit. There's the one for my suit. So my suit charges wirelessly. And then that one will be for the tablet. And let me double check to make sure that everything is proper. So tablet's the last thing. Drill is a yes. Arc grinder, welder, other drill, all have it. Got it. Cool. We are now fully on wireless power. We're entering the, like, maybe 22nd century or something. I don't know. You guys want solar. So for that, I am going to start prepping for it, I suppose. What I'm going to need is a sensor. Specifically a daylight sensor. And stick this full battery away. Okay. It's a backup battery, you know, in case of emergencies. So daylight sensor, I am going to want 2 logic processors. So logic processors, 2 of them. Start storing them in my backpack. 2 memory. And 4 input outputs. So on Europa, you need to do 2-axis tracking. On Moon and Space, it's only 1-axis tracking because it goes straight over the horizon. But in Europa, it goes kind of angled over the horizon. So you have to account for that. And then, of course, we're going to want a solar panel, at least 1 solar panel. The other question I have is, should the solar panels be inside the base? So, the solar panels I'm making right now are not ruggedized for storms, so the storms would destroy them unless you disassemble them and reassemble them or repair them or whatever. So the question is, should I stick it inside the base? The concept here is if I have it inside the base, it would be like a pressurized tunnel that would give me access to repair them, but it would be a little bit more expensive. Alternatively, what I could do is I could just put like glass walls around them and not have them inside the base, but they're just in its own like glass tube, and that would work too. Thank you for tuning in to Stationeers Europa, which originally streamed live on Twitch April 14th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below, but please keep in mind that I was streaming with the no backseating tag enabled, which means that I'm not really looking to be told what to do or how to do it. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you like this series, please vote for it when it comes up in the polls. If you're interested to vote in the polls, the best way to do it is to join Discord. Rhadamant.com or the description of this video have a link to Discord, and on Discord, you can sign up for announcements when polls go live. Thank you so very much for watching. A special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel. I'll catch you next episode. Stay safe out there, fellow Stationeers.